Hey Third-Eye Tribe, and welcome back to Third-Eye Tarot. So in today's video, we'll be diving into another one of the minor arcana cards in the deck of the tarot, and we'll be speaking a little bit about the Page of Swords. So the minor arcana cards in the tarot card reading are known to emphasize the daily events, behaviors, and choices made by an individual in their day-to-day lives. The cards are divided into 4 suits, and each suit contains 14 cards. So today we'll be discussing the 11th card in the suit of swords of the tarot, and that is called the Page of Swords. So in the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, the Page of Swords card shows a very energetic young man standing on a rocky precipice with the wind blowing through his hair. There are some turbulent clouds that can be seen in the background of this card, and the wind blowing here through his hair tells us that the weather seems quite threatening, and he is unaware of what is to come next. He also seems to be holding a sword in his hands with an expression of determination and seems ready to tackle any challenge that might come his way. So when the Page of Swords card appears during a tarot card reading, it suggests a time in your life in which you might be exploring new ways of thinking, fresh ideas, or perhaps adopting a whole new perspective on life. It represents someone who has a very curious mind and a fresh, dynamic way of thinking. You may just be starting out, possibly on a new era of your life, or perhaps turning the leaf on a whole new chapter. You'll be asking lots of questions and gathering as much information as you can during this time. The page here represents a beginner and reminds you not to be too hard on yourself, for if you slip up or do make mistakes along the way, remember that it's all just part of the journey. The page also represents someone with good analytical skills, with a very energetic nature. And he also reminds you to trust your own judgments and rely completely on your own reasoning skills whenever you are about to face any sort of difficulty. So if this card is pulled in the upright position for a love-related reading, it can represent a young man or a partner who's very excited to explore and communicate and share their new ideas with you. This person will come to you with full excitement and enthusiasm and very happy to share their dreams and ambitions with you at this time. For a few others, when this card is pulled in its upright position, it can also symbolize some sort of minor arguments which can appear in the relationship. So be very mindful about how you plan on standing up for yourself and avoid disagreeing unnecessarily completely. For others, this card may also indicate the interference by a third party, which can delay your relationship from moving forward and might be a reason you walk away from this partner altogether. For those who are single and hoping to enter a relationship, this card in its upright position can indicate that it might be taking a little longer than you actually envisioned. But it's also a reminder to keep patient and keep on trying and make the effort to go out and socialize more, because surely in time you will definitely find a suitable partner for you. If this card is pulled in the upright position for a career-related reading, it can represent your intelligence and ambitions and innovations being at an all-time high. It represents a time for you in which you can put your thoughts into action and you will be able to succeed and reap the rewards of your efforts. For those who have been waiting to hear good news about a new job offer or to enter a brand new career path altogether, this card brings very positive news and says there are good chances that you will be successful at this time. For those who are busy working on career-related projects, it also represents a time for you in which you'll be bursting with excitement and energy to succeed, and you'll find very easy and simple ways to get all your tasks completed in record time. If this card is pulled in the upright position for a health-related reading, it can indicate a time in which you'll finally get the opportunity to heal from any past illnesses or injuries. On the downside, however, this card in its upright position can also suggest unfortunate accidents from times in which you may not be paying full attention, or times in which your nervous tendencies can actually cause injury to your body. And for others, it can also symbolize a time for poor blood circulation or clots appearing in the body. So now I want to talk a little bit more about this Page of Swords card in the reverse position during a tarot card reading. So when this card appears in its reverse position during a reading, it can indicate that you are not willing to face the unpleasant situations which are now snowballing into very serious and major issues. For others, it can also suggest a time in which you do not feel comfortable speaking out in public, or a time in which you may be holding back some important information and not willing to share it with your group's peers or your family. When this card is pulled in its reverse position, it can also emphasize the time of unpredictability, or a time in your life in which you might be feeling ignored and insignificant. The card represents a person who is very childlike in nature and loves to brag about his past and his achievements, which when reversed can also turn out to be very serious exaggerations and very, very far from the actual truth. So if this card is pulled in the reverse position for a love-related reading, it can indicate a time of scandal or even blackmail in your current partnership, and you might be feeling cheated or slighted by your partner as he or she may be enjoying playing mind games with you at this time. You may feel as though your partner is not honoring the promises that he or she had made, and you might also be carrying a lot of emotional baggage from your past relationship that could be affecting your current relationship with your partner. For those who are single, when this card appears in its reverse position for you, it can actually indicate a time in which you'll be attracted to someone who loves to brag or someone who is very egotistical. And if you continue dating this person more and more, you will realize that he or she is just a big talker and is not very serious about this relationship. If this card is pulled in the reverse position for a career-related reading, it can represent a time in your life in which you might be very confused about the right career path you want to follow at this time. You may have tons of ideas and be very ambitious, but you are not acting on them, and therefore it's causing you to miss the opportunities that are coming your way. You might also receive some news about a job offer, but unfortunately it won't be what you were hoping for. So perhaps you do receive that new job, but the pay and benefits aren't that good, and you are successful in a promotion, but the financial reward just isn't as good as you thought it would be. For those who work in an office-based setting, it also asks you when it appears here for you in its reverse position to be very alert about the important paperwork that you're working on, as there can be a time of very big miscommunications. There can also be very serious typos in your workplace, so make sure you proofread those emails before you send them out, and make sure you're chatting on the correct WhatsApp group before you send out some personal information on a work-related platform. If this card is pulled in the reverse position for a health-related reading, it can symbolize a time in which you might be feeling very mentally low and confused because you've taken on too much and you're just unable to cope. So when this card appears here for you, it asks you to just stop, take a break from everything, and take some time to realign yourself before you push forward again. And so that was all I have to say about the Page of Swords tarot card. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you found the video very interesting and informative. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with some of your friends in the tarot community. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care and bye for now.